Hello, I'd like to welcome you to Autry Technology Center. I'm Mr. Clark. I'm the instructor. You know, I would like to personally visit with each and every one of you, but that's not possible due to COVID. Maybe by the end of the year, we'll have some time to get together. If you have some questions and would like to meet with me one-on-one, please don't hesitate. Fill out an email request to come see me. Talk to your counselors. Talk to our counselors. Get your questions answered. Throughout this video, I would like to talk to you a little bit about construction, about the industry, about where I see it going. Right now, construction is really good. You know, if you pick up a paper or look online, you'll see there's a lot of jobs right now. You know, I have a list of people wanting to hire carpenters right now, but they want good, skilled, top carpenters. Entry level. You know, an entry level carpenter needs to know how to work safely. They need to know how to get along with others, and they need to know about tools and the materials that we use. That's what we teach at Autry. As we get to know each other today, I'm going to interview some of my students. We're going to see some of my students working, and we're going to look at some of the projects and some of the stuff that we do here at Autry. So come on, let's get going. This is our Laguna laser system. It's 150 watt. Currently it's cutting about a 5/16 inch thick material. As you notice, it can cut it really quickly. It can cut wood up to a 1/2 inch thick with not a lot of effort.
Hi, my name is Derek Silas, and I'm an adult student in the construction technology class. Construction technology is one of the few classes on campus I feel like that we get to do book work and we get to do work in the shop, and the work in the shop will back up and validate the information that we learn in the book work. Mr. Clark, and he'll tries to make sure that we keep a safe environment and get a lot of projects and things done during the year as well.
This is what a normal school day looks like for us in the construction class. We normally try to spend about 30% of our time in the classroom and on the computers. The remaining 70% of the time is spent in the shop or the lab. The only way a person can get proficient at using power tools and acquiring the skills that you need to enter the construction workforce is by doing so. So that is why we place a lot of emphasis on learning in the shop. I try to make the shop learning experience similar to what it's like working in construction, like at a real job site. Students start off by building smaller projects, and as they get better at reading plans and using tools safely and more effectively, the projects get tougher and larger. Then at some point, we start building larger projects like the house framing project that's in the video. Then you learn installing doors and windows, finishing the inside and outside of the house, and building cabinets. Cabinets and trim work has always been part of my favorite part of the building process. I hope this video has helped to answer some of your questions, and like I said before, if it has not answered all of your questions, don't hesitate to contact me.
Hi, I'm Skylar, and I work in the construction industry, and I came to join this class to further extend my knowledge into the construction industry. Yeah.
Okay. So how are you doing? I'm Mr. Clark in construction again. This morning I've got 3 of my adult students. 2 of them are all day, one of them's half day. They're going to talk with us, and we're going to talk a little bit about the construction class and what we do. As we get going, what's your favorite tool to use?
The jigsaw is pretty fun.
You like the jigsaw?
Yes, because you can just move it as you want and perfect.
Cool.
You do have to change the blade though, because the blade can make it to where your wood splinters. So you might have to get a smaller one. Yeah, or the blade bends or breaks. You will have to change it. And you might have to get a smaller one to get a better cut.
I understand. What's been your favorite tool?
My favorite tool has been the miter saw
Okay.
or the table saw because they cut really straight and well.
I like the table saw because when you cut with the table saw, it's like, and it's so perfect, you know.
And they're kind of easy to use. They're actually very easy to use.
We don't even have to ask Skylar because we all know his favorite tool is the planer.
Planer.
The planer, and that's like the tool because the planer, it takes really thick wood and it makes thin wood, and it makes a lot of shreds, a lot of chips, a lot of sawdust in a hurry. You
And it
know,
also makes the wood look nicer if it looks rough on the outside.
you know, it's kind of cool when you get a really rough board and you plane it off, and all of a sudden you see how pretty the board is. That's pretty cool. So, what's been your least favorite part of construction this year? With the COVID, is it the internet class? Probably the internet portion of it.
Kind of, because sometimes I have to babysit almost all day and I don't get to it until nighttime. About 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
I see.
So,
This year with the COVID, it's been totally different. We're on an AB schedule, so I have them 2 days a week, and they have to do internet stuff the other 3 days a week, basically. But while there are 2 days a week out here. Pretty much when they come here and we start school at 8:15, they pretty much go to work in the shop at that point. Some of you guys, I mean, I've looked up and seen Skylar here at 8 o'clock working away. You know what I'm saying? So it's been kind of cool. If someone was asking you about construction, what would you guys say about it? It's kind of, are you having a good time in here?
Oh yeah, it's all fun.
I would say it's fun as well because after you build your project, you can always take it home.
You learn a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, it is fun. I like the part where you take the stuff and make it home.
I like the idea that I see students that they get here and they don't barely know how to use some of the tools, and then we're 9 weeks into this, and like this morning I looked over and Raven here, she took this piece of plywood, walked over to the table saw and cut right through it. Didn't even phase her. She cut it like a beast, you know.
Yep. And I did so yesterday when you were gone as well.
See, that's what I like. I see that where people are changing and learning, and I kind of like that aspect of it, you know. Where's your mug? See right there. Look here. I've got this project. Look here. So the other day I was busy doing something, and Skylar needed a project that he made a wooden mug to drink out of. You know, it looks pretty simple, but then you get to looking at all the boards and the angles. That's a pretty cool project. I really like that. That was a good project. You know. Anything you'd like to tell the sophomores before I go?
Well, if you do decide to take this class, I will guarantee it is very fun.
You get to be very, very creative in this class.
There's a lot of things you can make if you ever do want to make something. You can just look up in the internet and
Build some stuff.
build some stuff out of it.
Cool. Well, thank you a lot, guys. I appreciate your input.
Bye.